back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, and for you new folks, welcome. I am your host, Mortanius, and we are back with a brand new Let's Play slash sequel. Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition on the Xbox Series X. Time of recording is 12:59 a.m. Saturday, May 31st, 2025, excuse me. When we last left off, well, not when we last left off, excuse me, we had managed to finish the second Mass Effect game, respectively, and are now in the process of beginning our final journey in this initial trilogy before we move on to Mass Effect Andromeda and eventually Mass Effect 4 when they finally drop it. Now, of course, we will be playing on the hardest difficulty as we go, so if you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, just give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube, follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch, and follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Discord, I guess. Wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this. YouTube to get to my Discord? Maybe PlayStation or Xbox to get to my Discord. I know it's on those. It might be on my YouTube, but it's hard to say. Not used to dealing with Discord, folks. Forgive me for that one. A couple of things I forgot to mention at the end of the last Let's Play. First, since I did the DLC of Arrival when I did, in case you happen to be here when you actually shouldn't be, it's spoilers in the next few seconds, folks. But I had what I'll do is when I'm done with the spoiler, I'll actually move the reticle on screen, so I'll just move it up or down, whichever one. But when we did the Arrival DLC, we had actually saw Harbinger, quote unquote, in Reaper form. Now, had you did that DLC before you finished the main game, you would have seen the Collector General instead. But we didn't see that. He was already gone. Secondly, and this is something I actually meant to tell you folks, this is something I meant to tell you folks right before I actually closed out the stream. So, since we transferred this character over, and since we transferred this character over, I went ahead and respect. So I haven't used any of the points. You will want to do that just for the simple fact that there will be some rewrites if you chose the same class. And since we are carrying over, we will be carrying over as an adept. Let's begin, children. Real looker, isn't he? Okay, what am I going for? Sure. Barriers up. As you can see, there's a few variations, children. Few things we've unlocked as we go on through the playthrough once before. I will be taking barrier. Now, it does not function like it did in the last game, but still has quite a few uses. But I'll let the game speak for itself.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with two of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on the long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleets are mobilizing.
God help us all.
"2157, humanity discovered it was not alone in the universe. 30 years later, they found a peaceful place among dozens of galactic species, but this... crap. Twitch window is in the way. There's no way I'll get to it before... Idealistic future is overshadowed by a dark past. Reapers, a sentient race of machines... Nope, there it is. Immediate epic fail. Gotta love what the Twitch box likes to do. Q Kid.
Commander.
You're not supposed to call me that anymore, James.
Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see you.
Sounds important. What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Anderson?
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
Well, regardless of whether it is or ain't, we are up. Let's just say we've got quite a few problems.
You know we're not ready if it is then. Not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one that blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That why they grounded me? Took away my ship?
You know that's not true. When you blew up the Batarian relay, hundreds of thousands of Batarians died.
It was that or let the Reapers walk through our back door.
I know that, Shepard. And so does the committee. If it wasn't for that, you'd have been court-martialed and left to rot in the brig.
That and your good word?
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Anderson? Shepard.
Kate?
How'd it go in there, Major?
Okay, I think. Hard to know. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Major?
You hadn't heard?
No, I'm a bit out of the loop these days.
Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to keep you out of the loop.
I could be salty about it, but it is what it is, man. Life is life. I'm not gonna be bothered by it.
I'm sure you had your reasons.
Yeah, I suppose I did. Still, it's good to see you.
Admiral,
Come on.
You know the commander?
I used to.
I guess when people bring you back to life, a lot of assumptions must be made, huh? Suspicions, sure, but assumptions, well, there that is, huh, brother?
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
What's the situation?
We were hoping you would tell us.
The reports coming in are unlike anything we've seen. Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Sol Relay.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
Then, how do we stop them?
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are. More powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
Well, it's as simple as this. We make the moves necessary, we make the sacrifices necessary, but we do it together. We know what happens if we stand apart. 2 entire games have proven that. So there it is.
If we're gonna have any chance at surviving this, we have to stand together.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral,
Considering
we've
it's
lost
better than
contact
what
with
you
Luminous.
got.
The moon? It couldn't be that close already.
Oh, they get
Why?
past our defenses.
Sir, UK headquarters has a visual.
Well, that looked unpleasant. I feel like Sovereign was one of the small ones.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
Is there still an Admiral Hackett?
What do we do?
The only thing we can. We fight, or we die.
We should get to the Normandy.
Oh my god.
One could say have a seat, Commander.
Shepard!
Hmm?
Shepard! Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get
It's
moving.
funny, I ain't even noticed that. Man's missing half his stripes on his shoulders.
Report in, anyone. Major Alanko, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the Normandy. You'll have to contact them. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson out.
One moment, folks, I've got to tweak something.
They're massive. Come on, Shepard.
Just a second. Okay, sorry about that.
They'll pick us up if we can get to the spaceport. Let's move.
Click the right stick now instead of bringing up the map like it used to. Now it just hits you with the objective in sort of a objective direction. Follow Anderson to the spaceport. But before we do that, as I said, we respect. And since we respect, well, we have our points to use. Some would have stuck to the, like, had we kept our passives, the first, well, not the first, all of our passive, the first 4 levels would have been chosen. And we would only have these sets to choose from. Now, as you see, of course, 6 slots, and that's 6 slots per choice for everything. If you choose one side, you're not locked out of the subsequent side. But if you choose one side, whatever's on that same row, you can't choose unless you respec. So we'll get some of our passes for Biotic Mastery, being an expert tactician on and off the battlefield. Faster and stronger biotic powers, more dexterity, and more charisma. Reputation bonus by 4%, and weight capacity bonus by 20 points. So reputation is basically just Paragon Renegade bonuses. The weight capacity in this game, weight is a thing. So the heavier your gear, the slower or faster your powers can recharge. More reputation, bonus damage with powers and force of my powers by 10%. Go ahead and lock those in, so I'm not concerned with getting those again. Fitness, put on some muscle and become fearless in close quarters combat. They didn't have this in the last game. Melee damage, health, and shields and barriers go up. Go ahead and add to those initial 3. Health bonus and barriers by 10% and melee damage by 20%. Barrier, since it's already got a point in it, I'll leave it alone. Singularity, I'll go ahead and unlock. Creates a sphere of dark energy that traps and dangles enemies caught in this field. Recharge speed. Yeah. And duration and radius by 20%. Throw your enemy through the air with this biotic blast. Recharge speed 25% and force 30%. Go ahead and get warp as well. Rip your enemy apart at a molecular level. Stop targeted enemy from regenerating health with weakened armor. Recharge 25%, damage 20%. Go ahead and add to barrier. Reinforce armor with this biotic field. Detonate the field to lift and dangle nearby targets. Reduces all form of damage taken, but slows power use by 60%. And yes, that is legit. Recharge speed after I detonated by 25%. Damage, force, and radius of the detonation by 20%. Damage taken by 5. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop the damage again. So I'm taking 20% less damage instead of 15. I don't know which one I want to go with that one. Shield regen rate while barrier is active, or damage and force while barrier is active. Because right now the barrier works like tech armor did in the second game, so it'll stay around as long as you want it to, or until something brings it down. Actually, I think it stays up, period. I don't think any of it detonates on its own. Sorry about this, folks. I wasn't trying to get stuck into a loading screen thing. I mean, a leveling screen thing. Singularity. Go ahead and upgrade its radius. 2.18 meters, so it's a smaller radius. That is painful. Throw field for impact radius of 2 meters. I'll actually upgrade the detonate for my warp. There are other things I can get later that I'm wanting. And weight capacity again. There we go. Jesus. Alright.
Let's move.
So we start with the M3 Predator standard pistol from the second game. Nope. Actually, nah. Go ahead and hit my barrier. And we're active. Shield strength of 625 and health of 625. And yep, numbers are much higher in this one.
Look out!
And yes, the sprint distance. Oh, it's a whole different game, children. Well, when we do it, I'll let you know.
Take a running jump. It's farther than it looks. Come on, let's go.
Wild. Looks like those collector probes. Whoever was in there, it better be gone. It's open.
We'll have to go this way. Looks clear. Let's go. Major, you read me. I'm patching in Shepard.
We're almost to the Normandy. I've got Lieutenant Vega with you. We're taking heavy fire.
We're about 5 minutes out. Say again? Major! Damn it! Come on, we gotta move.
Yep. And this one, sprint works very differently. You don't have to concern yourself with
Shoot him!
you don't have to concern yourself with stamina.
I'm out of ammo. Come on, we gotta move.
Down, Bubba. And no, old man, I haven't forgotten how to shoot. Been a while since I played Mass Effect 3, though. And yeah.
Have to take these things out the old-fashioned way.
All right, let's do that then.
Don't let them grab you.
What? Okay. Chose to slide over here in front of the glass, huh, Shepard? Genius level thinking there, guy. Genius level thinking. Take my singularity. That's a good Reaper. Medkit. Now, in case you folks were wondering, of course you have the standard melee, but what you saw me do was a heavy melee. Hold B and you'll do the same. Hold circle. I think this is on PlayStation as well, so I'm not sure. Alright, and it actually teaches you the heavy melee right there.
Through this way. Hey. It's okay.
Everyone's dying.
We'll do what we can, little man.
Come here. I need to get you someplace safe. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
Shepard! In here. This is a goddamn mess. Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people die. I won't be responsible.
I hear that. Especially after everything we made it a point to do after all this time, all these warnings. Prepare, there's threats coming. Yeah, I'm the new Spectre, but look at that, there's things coming that's gonna wipe us out. Oh, you're just trying to make yourself look better. Nuh-uh. Prove it. Okay, here's your proof. Oh, I don't believe it. You're lying. Oh, yeah? Here's your proof. I don't believe it. You're lying. Okay, you died, and it's been dead for 2 years. Where's your proof? Right here? You're lying. You know what? All right.
It's hard enough fighting a war, but it's worse knowing no matter how hard you try, you can't save them all.
Exactly. They get so fast. I thought we'd have more time.
We knew they were coming.
And they still just cut through our defenses.
Yeah.
We need
Shows
to go
how
to the
much
Citadel.
out of our league
Talk to
they
the
were.
Council.
The Citadel? The fight's here.
It'll be everywhere soon enough. You said it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them. The Council has to help us. You sure about that? No, but you're a Council Spectre. That has to count for something. Gotcha!
Thanks. I owe you one.
More than one. Grab some ammo.
And that would have
Reload.
been
Let's
the
keep
end
moving.
of Shepard's story. And the Reapers would have taken the galaxy. Still don't know if they will or won't. We'll have to see, children.
Major Alenko, we're in center of the spaceport. ETA 3 minutes.
Made it to the Normandy. Taking heavy fire. Oh, God.
Well, shit.
You're gonna take down the Dreadnought. Evasive maneuver.
Yep.
Major, Caden! Damn it, they're in trouble.
As you folks can see, we've got ourselves a slide when we want to get across things now. So yeah, they made this one much faster. Had to. Thing is taking shots from that Reaper. How many humans just got devastated from that shockwave?
Do you copy? Normandy, come in.
That just took all that down. Sure, it was kind of debris, but not entirely.
Friendlies.
From a shockwave out there.
You two
Love
all
it.
right? Get down, they'll see you.
Well,
Keep
problems.
your head down.
Problem.
Nice shot.
Whoa. Now you folks might be wondering why I seem to be flinching while in cover, and it's very simple. Shooting through cover is a thing in this one.
Finish them off.
So is persistent damage.
Shepard, over here.
That stickiness, I hate that. I think it's only a thing that exists on consoles. I don't think PC has to deal with that. And I think sometimes you can cut off like aim assist, but certain games they won't let you.
What happened here?
Our gunship was shot down. We barely made it.
You have a radio? We're trying to contact our ship.
No. There's one in the gunship, but it's gonna be crawling with those things.
Stay
Thanks for
here,
the
son.
heads up, Varric.
We'll get you out of here.
Ugh.
Come on.
Stuck
get
with
to that
all that
gunship.
on him. Ain't no way he's moving around on his own. No way he's moving around on his own. Odds are, bad as it is, he's screwed, man. Ah, you.
What the hell are those things?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot about Admiral Anderson. Yes, children. He's got himself some upgrades too, and they are nice. Now, one particular way things function in this game. So you see he has incendiary ammo. If I get it, those stats that you see at the bottom right are what he starts with, right? So I get it. 10% damage. 10% armor damage, right? Now check this out. So, he gains bonuses to weapon damage, health, and shields. 15% out the gate. 30. 45. And then he either gains more weapon damage or shield and health here. I'll go ahead and go for weapon damage for him. Now the reason why this matters is because of this right here. Power damage. Remember, 10% to his ammo. 12% to his ammo. They outright make it to where your ammo, your other abilities are outright strengthened from the things you put into your power stat. Three, huh? All right. Yeah, actually. Yeah, you can keep one of those concussive shots. Ah, yeah, right, the ammo. So now they do it differently. You can give the squad ammo, but they only get it at half its power. But they still get it, so I'll take that. But when you do that, they get everything based on it. So ammo capacity upgrade or headshot damage igniting enemies with an intermittent explosion that covers 2.5 meters and for 120 damage, or just extra damage. They get all that. So, yeah. No real point in the fortification, but sure. All right, Admiral. Whew. Ah, okay, I see what was wrong with you. You still had the effects of warp. The effects of warp and incendiary ammo. Love it. Excuse me. Okay. So now, what we can do is use this radio. But if we want to, we can pick that up first. No real need. No real need to bother with the Avenger. Because he'll bother for us.
Do you read?
Admiral, what's your location?
By a downed gunship in the harbor. I'm activating its distress beacon. Send support. We've got wounded down here. Major! Damn it! I've lost the signal.
Let's hope that beacon does its job.
And fast, we've got company.
Admiral. One more boost for the group. Huh. Makes me wonder if Shepard's gonna say it. I could have swore he did by this point. If he doesn't, I'll mention it.
Hope they get there soon.
You and me both.
Lead your target. Lead your target. You know, like a battle of attrition, you're gonna lose. Oh, did he? Okay. I'm running out of ammo. Good thing I got my biotics.
Running out of ammo.
Cavalry's here, gentlemen.
Thanks for that, but there was nothing there, but thanks for that.
About time.
Let's go.
Still as gorgeous as I saw her last. But even better, because she's flying what appears to be Alliance Blue.
Welcome aboard, Shepard. Thanks.
Shepard!
Come on!
I'm not going. You saw those men back there. There's a million more like them, and they need a leader.
You and I both know, as much as you need to come with me, but at the same time, they need to be coordinated. And as far as I know, you might be the highest ranking person on the planet.
We're in this fight together, Anderson.
It's a fight we can't win. Not without help. We need every species and all their ships to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
What if they won't listen?
Then make them listen. Now go! That's an order.
I don't
We're
take
done
orders
with
from you
nonsensical
anymore,
arguments.
remember?
Consider yourself reinstated. Commander. You know what you have to do.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck.
You too, Shepard.
And now we officially know why no answer from Admiral Hackett. Odds are there is no more Admiral Hackett. Huh. I guess they went and picked up my gear.
What the hell's going on? Where's Anderson? Where are we
Oh,
going?
that's his. It don't look like it.
Hey!
We're leaving.
Leaving?
What's going on?
Anderson wants us to go to the Citadel, get help for the fight.
Bullshit, he wouldn't order us to leave.
Gotta say, this instance of him speaking to Caden right there, you could hear the emotion in his voice.
We don't have a choice. Without help, this war's already over.
Forget it. Drop me off someplace.
Enough! Don't you think I'd rather stay and fight? We're going to the Citadel. You want out, you can catch a ride back from there.
Commander,
Joker, that you?
alive and kicking. Got an emergency transmission from Admiral Hackett for you.
Patch it through.
Shepard, saying heavy losses. The force was overwhelming. There's no way we can defeat them conventionally.
Anderson's already ordered me to the Citadel to talk to the Council.
First, I need you to Alliance outpost on Mars. We lose control of the system.
Yes, sir.
I've been researching the Vrothian archives with Dr. Tassoni.
Thickums?
Found a way to stop the Reapers. The only way to stop them. Contact soon. Hack it out.
Joker, set a course for the Mars archives.
Mars? Roger that.
No, you didn't just tell me Thickums is in the system.
Why Mars? What did you think we'll find there?
I don't know yet. But if it helps us win this war... Grab your gear.
Weird how empty space looks right now. Despite the fact of us still being in the same system, they must have consolidated their forces on Earth specifically. They'll take the rest of the system later if they need to.
I've been trying to reach Mars on secure channels. No one's answering.
Any sign of Reaper activity?
Negative.
Edie?
The base appears to be online. It's possible the inhabitants were evacuated.
We'll know soon enough. Be ready, Joker. Just in case.
Roger that. Normandy out.
We're almost there.
Interesting looking location. Nice looking facility. Excuse me.
Still no contact from the base, but we've got a massive storm headed our way.
How long till it hits?
Half hour tops. After that, we're gonna have difficulty keeping up comms with the Normandy.
Understood.
I don't know why. Every time this scene plays and he's talking about that, I feel like he's just grabbing his shotgun to put it in my back. I don't know why. He's giving me no indication of anything like that. I just don't know why. Ah, that's what it was. Yes, I remember now. Yes. Alright, so now we've got Kaidan, a sentinel, the barrier, naturally. Leave his alone for now. He has Reeve, drain a target's health and disrupt their resistances, receiving increased damage protection while this power is active, effective against armed barriers and armor. Jumps on that retard speed. Overload electrocutes with this power sorry about that. Overload electronics with this power surge, stunning your enemy. Effective against shields, barriers, and synthetics, has an effective organic range. Not as effective against organics. Now, that's the thing about each of the powers in each of the games. Every one of them have been advanced. So Overload can now actually work on organics to an extent. You actually have Neural Shock. So yeah, Neural Shock is actually mixed in with Overload now, whether you get it or not. So you actually will do damage to standard people. Obviously, we're getting that. And Chain Overload. Hit one additional target within 8 meters with 60% less damage. But still. Alright. Alliance Officer boosts weapon damage, health, and shield/barriers. Health and shield bonuses go up by 15. Power by 15. Another 15. I'll go ahead and upgrade his tech since I'm biotic. Increase squad mate tech and biotic power damage by 10% or recharge speed of squad mate's shields. I'll go for the shields. It has use. What's this shield 725? Wait a minute. Is that what they're actually at? Yeah, okay. Weapon damage 45. Yeah, I'll actually do that because I'll get him upgrade his barrier further as we go. Cryo blast, flash freezes, shatter, flash freeze and shatter unprotected enemies. Slow down the rest. Weakens armor. Frozen targets won't regenerate health. Yeah, we'll go with that. At least one level. Upgrade Reeve, huh? That wouldn't be a bad thought. Power duration by 35%. And impact radius by 3 meters. Yes, sir. Vega. Now, for you folks who might be curious, the voice may sound familiar to you. That's Freddie Prinze Jr., the actor. Pretty old school actor from the 90s. I think he was also in stuff during the 80s, but it's a little hard to remember that. Arms Master. He is extremely offensive. He's your soldier, your primary soldier in terms of this little bundle so far. Health and shields 20%, weapon damage 10. So he's, yeah. And even now he's still got so many more shield and health upgrades. Look at his shields. Look at his health. Good lord. And I'm here for every second of it. Now, fortification. Reinforced armor using protective Foucault currents. Purge the current and send its charge to your gauntlets to increase melee damage. All armor slash barrier kind of buffs, they all cut your power power use down. They all slow your power use down. There's no way to avoid that. But they have a great many uses. Carnage. Rip a target into shreds with this vicious blast. Major collateral damage to nearby enemies, effective against armor. Now, if memory serves, Carnage does not home. So it's just a shot. You better not miss. Frag grenade. I'll give you one. I'm not overly concerned. Rip your enemies apart with this shrapnel packed grenade. It is a consumable, so we'll have to get more if we actually want it to be of use. Look at that. His last upgrade is fortification, health and shields up by 40 and melee damage by 100%. There's a reason they set him up this way, though. It'll get kind of explained later.
Got it.
Gentlemen, let's go.
Damn, that's a huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person.
Pretty average for Mars, actually.
I'm glad you're so optimistic.
Yeah, we've got
Right.
Reapers invading Earth. The station here is offline. A little dust storm seems like the least of our worries.
Fair enough.
You say that, but then it depends on what the dust storm unearths. Come to find out, it unearths something that's been dormant for who knows how long. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, they're doing me like that. All right. All right.
Understood. Got it.
All right.
What's that?
Ah.
Lance. Sergeant Reeves. Didn't put up a fight before he died.
Something's not right here.
Keep a low profile till we know what's going on.
Roger that.
Right. The Mantis. Change loadout. So yeah, now we can do that. That's why I was confused. You know. You shotgun, sniper rifle, assault rifle. Yes, sir. The Avenger. Notice my weight. 200% flat. You can't get any higher than that. 175. Now my powers are gonna take a bit of a bit. You can carry as many as you want, so long as you got one. But be prepared to suck up the weight consumption. Alright, gentlemen. There's also weapon mods, as you notice that's in the bottom right corner, but we'll learn more about those as we go, children.
Got it. Holy shit. They're executing them. Got it. Okay. It's a clear shot.
Shut up.
I know we're here now.
Okay, never mind. Nah, we're not doing that. Nice. Yep, they will try to survive. It is beautiful. Ooh, need to borrow your spot. And yeah, we have a role now, children. Really thought you were slick, huh? That was weird. I hate that they did that.
Sure looked like it. Cerberus, what are they doing here on Mars? Good question. You don't know. I'm not with them anymore, Caden, if that's what you're asking. It wasn't, but you have to admit, it's a bit, convenient.
It wasn't, huh? I don't know, but it wasn't. Uh-huh. Alright. That's one, Caden. But I hate that they did that. You used to, at least in the original Mass Effect 3, when you meleeed, you kind of went into like a little combo. Right. Warp as another variation of Reeve, kind of. Not necessarily a detonator for Reeve. Nah. Alliance regulars, y'all might have stood a better chance against Might. Bye now.
Doesn't look like they came here in force. Yeah, just a few vehicles. Must have had help from the inside. You could be right. No way they could take
Only thing that makes sense so far. It's hard to say. This place is large, but that assumes they have defenses to deal with all of that. Don't know if they do.
I thought you told Cerberus to screw off after you irradiated that collector base they were after. More or less. Well, one thing's for sure. They're no friend of the Alliance. Agreed. Shepard, I need a straight answer. About what?
And then here we go.
Do you know anything about why Cerberus is here? What makes you think I know what they're up to? You work for them, for God's sakes. How am I not supposed to think that?
You use your brain. That's how. I don't see how this is complicated. They brought me back to life. We had mutual goals. They gave me resources to achieve those goals. They introduced me to new people. They reintroduced me to some old people. We were cordial. Certain aspects of Cerberus were cool. Certain aspects weren't. Quite a few individuals we had met in Cerberus was cool, but that could very easily have been plants. The point remains. We were not working for Cerberus. We were working with Cerberus. And now that time has come to an end. Do you understand?
We joined forces to take down the collectors. That's it. There's more.
This is not complicated.
They built you from the ground up. They give you a ship, resources. Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I disabled the Collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now, or what they want. Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. It's just that...
You and I both know what is and what ain't. You were quite literally there with me from the start. How you seem to have some lack of understanding of this, I do not get. But I'm gonna tell you this. The galaxy is officially dropping at high speed. Quite literally shit up a creek. There is no time for this nonsense. I would say get over it, but I suspect you wouldn't. You probably take it personal and get soft about it.
I shouldn't have to explain myself to you, Kaidan. Please, trust me.
I do, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Hey, Thickums.
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Yeah, you might want to ease up on that. Don't make me put a
Shepard,
hole through you.
Thank the goddess you're alive.
Liara.
I was worried when the reports came in. They hit Earth hard.
Yeah. It was hard to leave like that.
Kaidan, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you'd know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here on Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
Interesting. Almost sounds like it's too good to be true. Not so much that it's potentially hard to find, just kind of a shock and a half.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When
Exactly.
you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time. But then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but...
I was under house arrest. There wasn't much I could do to help you anyway.
I suppose you're right. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
Well, we'll see what that other shoe looks like when it drops.
I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Where do we find this weapon?
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers.
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
They may be interested, but it makes no sense for them to be shooting us for it.
Company.
Bring it on.
Not with the enemy at the gates.
What?
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
Yeah, man.
But
Now, Lieutenant.
We got it. Let me feel this nostalgia.
I hear.
I mean,
you should take cover.
Handle that, Lieutenant. We got it.
Looks like they
Okay.
found us.
Looks like I'm gonna have to level her up. All right. Singularity 2 and 3 and 4. We'll see. Warp ammo, yes sir. Blast vulnerable opponents already lifted by biotics for a damage bonus and weaken the armor of grounded targets. Pure biotic boosts biotic and defense abilities. Health shields go up by 10, power recharge by 20, 40 and 20 altogether, 60 and 20 altogether. Yes sir. That's what it is to be dealing with a sorry. Yep, I'll up her shields. Her recharge is nice anyway. Yeah, then we'll up the recharge speed of all squad mate powers later. Warp. And stasis. Stop an enemy in its tracks with this powerful Mass Effect field, no effect on armored targets. Enemies eventually break out of stasis after taking major damage. Now I want to say they become more resistant to it as well, but that I might be misremembering. We'll see. Either way, bring up the power wheel. Select Liara Singularity.
Not a problem for someone
And kill.
with biotics.
I guess that's why it's good you got 3 people with biotics out here, huh?
You can't hide forever. That's all of them.
Good. Let's find a way up.
Ah, right. Vega's gone.
Got it.
I don't want to lose my incendiary ammo on my rifle. Or his, for that matter.
On it.
They've sabotaged the elevator.
There's got to be another way up.
Yep. I like the way they do health packs in this one now. If you already have full health, you just collect XP boost.
How'd Cerberus get into the facility?
Not sure. One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Could they be working with the Reapers?
Doubtful. But I suppose anything's possible.
At this point, man, you can't really put anything past anything. We don't have perspective. We don't even have assumptions. Guesswork is worse than anything we could ever do. Like, honestly. I don't know what they want. The longer we spend trying to figure it out, the worse you get, unfortunately.
Got it.
You don't have time to pontificate. And leveled up. Didn't expect that. I forgot that, actually. Alright, up your barrier. Recharge speed after detonation. Nothing for you. And for me. Do I? No, I don't. So check this out. They added a new mechanic. Hold B for quick kill for cover. And he's dead.
Got it.
Let you deal with that. I wouldn't have did that.
We'll need access.
Bravo
to
team,
Type A.
what?
Controls should be nearby.
Ariake Technologies gauntlets. So yeah, you also get armor in this as well.
Damn it. Security's been tampered with. Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway. I can't seem to unlock the live feeds, but...
Did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
That's Dr. Ivakure. She got here about a week ago. Any luck?
Pedway's been locked out.
All right. Looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
Yeah, so about a week ago. Ah, grenades. Forgot that they actually have those in the exact same boxes. From Cameron Harrison to Exogeny Corporation. Ms. Mika, thank you for your kind offer of new and cutting-edge technology. As with every other offer you've made, we're going to have to decline. Our proprietary rights experts have gone over your contracts again and found them lacking again. And in short, we're not interested. Please don't contact us anymore with your generous offers. Best, C. Harrison. Interesting. This is to Exogeny. So Exogeny is reaching out to them. Interesting. Makes you wonder why the contract is lacking. Exogeny probably wants more stake in what happens here, and I can understand them not wanting to give it. I wouldn't either. Oh, they also added a quick save function to this game. I forgot about that. So if you're on Xbox, just tap the Windows button. So how you have the 3 buttons, you have start, and then you have the capture button, and you have the other one, the Windows button. Just tap that button and you'll get an autosave. PlayStation, it used to be select. You probably tap the touch screen on PlayStation, so not entirely sure. But again, I don't know if it's on PlayStation. I never actually researched.
What the hell? Looks like the Alliance is still putting up a fight.
That tram heads to the archives. Once Cerberus is across, they're at the final security checkpoint.
Then that's where we're headed.
And there it is.
Barely. Storm's causing interference.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position?
I didn't read that. James, repeat. Damn it.
That storm's going to be in here very soon.
Yeah, I think it's already here.
Good point.
Yeah. Maybe that'll buy us some time, huh? Casa fabrication chess piece. Maybe I can whip up a singularity and suck as much of the storm into it as possible. What y'all think, It's made impact. I think we're safe now, children.
This airlock shouldn't be open.
Doesn't look like it was forced open.
No, you have to override security protocols.
It's an airlock. Of course you have to override.
Someone vented the air from this room while they were still here.
Looks like they died
trying
to
claw
their way out.
This is brutal, even by Cerberus standards.
Suitless. They didn't even expect the possibility. Showed the hen to Cameron Harrison. Cam, who the hell is that woman messing in my files? Get her out of here. I won't have my system messed up by some wannabe expert who will be gone next week. Damn strangers who think they know it all, but don't care about what we're really trying to achieve here. Dr. Ava? Seriously? Don't you remember what happened last time? S. What happened last time? You know, there are a few Mass Effect books, some based in between the games. So I want to say some based before and some based after. I know for a fact they made books for Mass Effect Andromeda, but not the point.
Check the next room. It's dark in there. Want me to shut out the windows? No, not unless you want to decompress this room too. I don't see anyone. Come on, there's no one alive in there. Let's get moving.
Wonder who did that. Well, I guess they fired their grenade and it didn't pan out so well, huh? That's actually funny. Yeah, as I said, you can shoot through cover, but not every weapon can, and it depends on what ammo type is being used as well sometimes. SMG scope. 3 guesses where I'll put that one. They knew enough not to want to come in here. So this whole room is now decompressed. Not surprising, but there's the reality. Excuse me. Alright. Let's get her done.
We need to pressurize the room first. There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Did you seal those doors?
Hey, there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
I guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
First off, you should have realized that when you met her. What are you even talking about? Second off, stands to reason that's the only thing everybody should be focused on. Retardation switches have been flipped hard right now. Telling you, only a moron fights over who owns a house while it's burning down around them.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Come on, Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
Well, I know what happens if I don't. As simple as it sounds, it's that simple. I know what happens if I don't. It's the whole Kobe Bryant statement. Quote, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If we don't do something, we know what happens to the galaxy. We've seen records. We've heard from Vigil. We've heard from Sovereign himself. We've heard from others. We heard from the Collectors to an extent. We heard from Harbinger. Do nothing and the Reapers wipe us out, and they start the cycle all over again to do it later. At least this way we have a choice. And at least this way, well, we know what we're fighting for, and we have our reasons to be fighting for it, so yeah, pretty simple.
When there's so much at stake, I just think about what I'd lose if I fail.
That's a terrible burden.
We'll stop
Yeah,
Liara.
well.
Together.
Thanks.
I mean, I'd
want
say
to
that's
believe
Friday. It's just a normal Friday, dear.
Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
Good. Let's move.
The only way for her to pressurize this room would have been to have sealed those doors.
I recognize a few, but I can't say I knew them. As the only Asari here, I think perhaps I was viewed with a little suspicion. I spent most of my time researching alone, translating.
And what did you discover?
Bits and pieces, really. Clues. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. In that time, a few Prothean survivors searched desperately for a way to stop the Reapers. If my translations are correct, they found a way. But in the end, they didn't have the resources to follow through with their plan.
Okay. Yep, she sealed it. Huh, I'm wondering. Oh yeah, that's another thing. When you're doing this sprint, you better be careful. The angle you locked your camera at when you started sprinting is the angle you'll sprint at. So, yeah. But again, we've got ourselves some dodges, and I'll take all that. There's that lock and animation right there again. I could have sworn there was another one. The other reason I came back in here, what was that? Oh. Thank you, Microsoft Rewards, for letting me know. You shall be of use, you always are.
I will.
Echo Squad's kind of having a bit of trouble. SMG ultralight materials. Well, time to lose our modifications. So we found ourselves a workbench, and now we can actually upgrade some of the gear that we picked up. Since they're using the SMGs, they can actually use the scope for more accuracy and reduce the weapon weight. Now, I don't think weapon weight actually matters for your squad members, but you know, they have it. You don't see the weight icon here, but you know, I also haven't seen any weight upgrades from their skills. So one assumes they don't have to deal with weight.
Okay.
Never mind. From Amelia Hatterson to Mike O'Sullivan. Hey, stupid head. I want to ask how you're doing since I hear you guys are propagating germs in the shape of a cold down there in storage. Look, I know your Prothean doodads are fascinating and all, but you guys have got to stop burning the midnight oil and keep regular sleeping hours. Honestly. Anyway, I forwarded your latest findings to HQ on Earth, and someone is decompressing the area warrants security. Well, needless to say, they didn't get the chance to warn secure it. Shield regenerate. Force and power damage. Force and power damage. See, some squad mate upgrades, they'll actually work for you and your team. Most won't. But any of the squad mate upgrades on your other squad mates, they'll always work for everyone. You'll actually know if it works for you or not because you'll see stats increase for you, you know. More damage and focus, that wouldn't be bad. So if that's the case, then I'll be sticking with the barrier's shield regen. 3. Huh. You know what? Why don't I go ahead and just complete my list? Suck it up. Toggle a row of enemies, topple a row of enemies with this cascading shockwave, and pull an enemy helplessly off the ground. Auralia. Radius. Yeah, I'll upgrade your cryo blast for recharge speed. Why not? Good lord. Alright. Protect them archives then. Boom bam. Oh, right. So you have shields, huh? Too bad. I can't really shoot through those. So what I'll do, I'll yank them. Thanks.
Right way.
From Pfizer Hakal to Kel, that is a name. Sandoval Fletcher. Yeah, I know. 2 external specialists in the same week is a bit insane. But Hudson, I've heard about this Asari before. She's really well known and she's done some amazing research on the Protheans. I don't know zip about that Dr. Ava chick, but Liara Tassoni, she's the real thing. I'm attaching some of her advanced papers on Prothean culture. Read them. You'll be a believer too when you're done. I can't wait until they introduce her to people. This is so exciting. Pfizer. That name sounds, what's the word? Volus. I don't know why, but it does. Luckily enough, I've always been one of those people who can kind of pick out a language from hearing it or seeing it a couple of times. Huh. Nice dodge. But I said get over here. In no time does that afford arguments. Okay, a little late on the drone, Yara. Weird. Cool. Bad. And they even make it to where your abilities have other synergies, like how I just used throw and did damage from overload.
Right. They just activated the decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
Yeah. I just want all loot. Shotgun, high caliber barrel.
Various relics unearthed here.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only scratched the surface. filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
That sounds beautiful. And it looks nightmarish. The fact that there's even still a smell in here. Oh, well, never mind. That's because there's still corpses in here. Notes. Esparza. We haven't been able to decipher much, if any, of the language yet, but the visual documentation gives us some idea as to what they were studying, namely us. They seemed particularly interested in early humanity's evolutionary process, judging by the way they organized their files and highlighted specific occasions. It seems a bit fantastic to write this, but everything indicates they seem to be trying to chart the curve of humanity's intellectual progress. I don't see why that sounds weird. I want that upgrade. Get out of there before I shut the door, Rory. Yep. There we go.
That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here.
All right. M23 katana. Don't need it. On me, but I'll take it. They do weapons a little different in this one. You'll see as we go.
Heads up! That's an understatement. I take it that's the only way in.
It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around. Stay out of its sights. I'll move up first. Don't let it target you.
Yep. Now we learn cover-to-cover movement. Forward on the left stick and A to sprint out of cover. Holding A.
Stay in cover, Shepard.
Who you telling? I ain't the one whose species is excessively squishy, dear.
Keep moving.
No offense.
Stay in cover, Shepard.
Huh. I'm like, why wasn't it activated?
Clear. The turret can't fire on us from here.
Cool. Boy. Your powers do not like listening to you a lot in this one. That's alright though.
I'm on it.
All right. Okay. J. Tasman. The last location seems to have run dry, but judging from the communication system's layout and the backup power supplies equipped by the first Prothean research base we discovered, we think a secondary base may be located deeper underground. We're going to need permission from the powers that be to excavate further, and considering the recent renewal and enthusiasm for the work we're doing here, I don't think that clearance will be an issue. Huh. Wonder if they ever started that.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one! And shut down those cameras. Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And I doubt they'll just send us a tram.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not if we can find a short-range communicator, helmet to helmet.
And?
And we convince them that we're on their side. Tell them the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Major has become very capable.
Agreed.
Well, I mean, he's kind of better.
I found something.
He's not dead. And put quite simply, we all need everybody to be better, so yeah.
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... My God. Looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. But they've definitely done something to him.
And by they, you mean Cerberus? They did this to their own guy? Is this what they did to you?
No.
How can you compare me to him?
Shepard, I don't know what you are, or who. Not since Cerberus rebuilt you. For all I know, you could be their puppet, controlled by the elusive man himself.
Valid.
That's not fair, kid.
It is kind of fair.
Explain it. I don't think I'd understand anyway. I just want to know, is the person that I followed to hell and back still in there? Somewhere.
It is kind of fair. You very well could be puppets. They very well could be puppets. It's unfortunate, and you may very well not even know that you're a puppet. That being said, as far as who I am, I'd like to think it's me. They told me they wanted to bring me back as much as me as possible without interfering. Whether that's true or not is another conversation, but I'm inclined to believe that they wanted me as best as they could get me. Meaning they couldn't afford to control me. At least not like this, and at least not yet.
They didn't change me, Caden. But words won't convince you, will they?
Probably not.
I didn't think so. You were always stubborn.
Me?
Come on, let's see what Cerberus is up to. Maybe we'll both get some answers. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
If they didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, Major.
I don't know why you make it a point to throw away the comms device that you could use to spy on your enemy, but whatever.
Got it.
Understood. Here they come.
Caden? Jesus, dude. Oh, Liara did something. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, why would I have stasis as her ability to use? Kind of lost the bit. Nice dodge. Too bad it didn't save you. suspicious about where that was. Good God, what's up with that?
On it.
On it.
There we go. I was hoping that we wouldn't need these suits normally.
The archives are right on the other side.
That and a squad of angry Cerberus troops.
Why would I swap weapons?
The data stored here. I will.
Feel bad for you if you missed that jump. All right. At it again. Okay. Ooh. Now, as you notice, we've got a health bar. We actually have to use medkits in this game. Okay, I thought I might have leveled up earlier. But for now, it's fine. Oh. Gotcha. Just needed that group event. Okay. Yeah, fine. Liara, wake up. I don't know why you set yourself right there in the first place, bro. It's alright though. Wink. There you go. You dodged my initial shot, but took that area damage, huh? Had to catch him before he got down there, but actually didn't manage to. He died before it mattered, though, so. Reeve to us, didn't he? You love the explosives, boy. All right. Yes, Sirski. Shotgun Shredder mod. M15 Vindicator. That's the 3-round bolt burst assault rifle from Mass Effect 2. It's also a Big 10 no. Others would say a Big 10 foe. I would say a Big 10 no. Like burst weapons, depending on what it is, but most burst weapons I can't stand because most burst weapons are horrible.
Shepard.
Elusive man.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
Classic. So, you want what you've always wanted, but now you're shooting humanity to get it. And that your people know me. They've called me out by name. You didn't let them know to give me a wide berth or anything like that, huh? You didn't let them know to explain themselves to me, potentially get me on their side, huh? So you just knew how that was gonna go and figured you'd assume my position, didn't you? So here we are now. With a bunch of dead Cerberus, a bunch of dead scientists, mysteries, and problems that should never have happened in the first place. Think he might be getting a little long in the tooth, old man.
Earth is under siege, and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
Anyone can destroy, but great civilizations do more. You know that. It's why you kept the Collector base intact.
I gave you that base to find a way to stop the Reapers. You failed.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
Interesting. What makes you say that? What have you found that gives you such certainty? And if you say I can't beat him, well, it stands to reason you might potentially be aware of something. That or you're making assumptions out of fear or desire.
Work with me. Give me control of your resources, and I'll stop them.
You do better than most, but the odds aren't in your favor. More importantly, I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
You know, it's interesting earlier, especially with this statement right here, apex of evolution. Earlier, you spoke about them not being turned into husks. They were being improved. I remember Saren Arturius, the Spectre from the first game, making the exact same claim. Interesting.
You've gone too far. The Reapers will kill us all if we don't stop fighting each other.
I don't expect you to understand, Shepard, and I'm certainly not looking for your approval. You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose. In that, you were successful. But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara.
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Duly noted.
Shepard,
What?
the data, it's not here. It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it. How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
So not only are you taking it, you're deleting it.
Hey,
oh
step away from the
yeah.
console. Now. She's got the data.
She's faster than she looks.
Stay close. We can't lose her.
I'm on it.
No, you don't.
There she is.
Stay on her.
She's getting away. Right away.
Watch out.
Over there.
Ooh, it was almost a catch right there. Almost ran smack into that one.
James! You read me? Cerberus has the data.
Oh, I even dodged and they made me take that.
Radio to Normandy.
Damn.
Get them down here
Okay.
now. Got it. She's getting away. Damn it. James. Normandy. Anybody.
That's what we call grenade out.
I got this one.
Well, I would say someone's got a few screws loose, but that probably just knocked them back in place. chaos, boy. Good thing the shuttle still worked, otherwise we'd be stuck down here with the Reapers.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
Jesus, dude.
We need the data. Orders?
Dispose of him.
Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit. Caden. Caden.
Oh, look at that. The shuttle's not useful. Well, you better be glad you got in contact with the Normandy, because hoo-ah. Excuse me.
Caden needs medical attention. We have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Roger that.
Hold on, Caden. See what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
Commander, I'm receiving a signal over the secondary QEC. I believe it's Admiral Hackett.
Patch me through.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
Shepard, are you reading me? Commander.
Edie, can you clear this up?
I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the Elusive Man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. Edie and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Major Olenko was critically injured. We're taking him to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
And if they don't?
Do whatever it takes to get them on board. I'll be in touch soon. Hack it out.
Time to play politics for nonsensical reasons.
Commander. Edie is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Major Olenko?
I've done what I can for him, but we need to get him to a medical facility soon.
Yeah, she ain't really that kind of doctor.
It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers. Yeah.
I mean,
I've
sure.
looked at the data.
Let's go with
This
it.
weapon could be the answer if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
Yeah, well, when you see something that looked like a giant laser shooting crab land on your planet, and then you see a few dozen more in the distance, you kind of wonder if you really stand a chance, considering every defense in orbit and in the system was effectively washed before we even knew that we had things in the system.
You didn't see what they did to Earth. How is one weapon supposed to stop them?
What are our options? You know we can't win this conventionally.
We'll still try. Just don't think there's a chance.
Commander? Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm gonna check on Caden and James. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
It depends on what they see the need for. Helping us is obviously helping everyone, but we'll have to see what context they have to move within. Love how a ship just cuts through the light in this area. That's still crazy to me that central spire is the actual Citadel chambers, not the long, like, metallic object like the crystal in the center or whatever that's supposed to be. Not a crystal, but like, obviously. But shaped more like a, I guess more like a point.
Move him out.
Where are you taking him?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right. Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard, got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey, good to see you again.
You too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now, half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So, you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Udina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Thanks. I might do that.
You go on ahead. I'll head up to Udina's office.
One of my men can show you the way. You?
I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there. The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
He likes being a cop. Things were simpler. I can respect it. Priority, the Citadel. And of course, we have our different floors we can switch to. Normandy, Dock Bay D24. Important characters are listed by location on the right. So as you see, we have this Diana Allers. We'll speak to her. Counselor Udina, Dr. Chakwas, and Puerto Memorial, Dr. Michelle, and Caden. Dr. Michelle was the doctor from Mass Effect 1's clinic down in the wards, the one constantly getting in trouble, and the one who seemed to like Garrus. Well, folks, if that wasn't a nice, lengthy introduction to Mass Effect 3's intro/story/horror. But that's gonna be the end, of course, of episode 1, Mass Effect 3, excuse me, Legendary Edition on the Xbox Series X. Apologies, Keeper. If you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, just give me a like, a follow, subscribe here on YouTube, both. Drop a comment, check Check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. Follow my PlayStation and Xbox links to get to my Discord. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you. Catch you in the next one.